The Big Ten Player of the Year is Michigan's Nik Stauskas. Probably not a huge surprise. Finished fourth in the conference in scoring. The only player in the league to rank among the top 10 in field goal percentage, three-point percentage, and free throw percentage. And as we told you earlier, the only unanimous pick to both the coaches and the media's first team All Big Ten teams. And Big Ten Player of the Year, Nik Stauskas, joins us now from our studio in Ann Arbor. Nick, what does it mean to you to win this award?
You know, it means a lot. I worked extremely hard over the summer to put myself in this position and, to help my team be successful this year and get this award. It's an unbelievable feeling. I'm extremely happy.
Tell me about your reaction when you heard you had won.
There's a smile on my face. I was with some of the other guys on the team, so, they all congratulated me when they heard, and, it's a great feeling.
You talked about your summer, and it's been pretty well documented, the time you spent with John Sanderson, the strength and conditioning coach, and Karis LeVert, I know, was very active in that as well. Take us through what a typical day was like.
A lot of times we would start off pretty early in the morning, around 7:30, 8 in the morning, and we would have a tough hour-and-a-half lift. We'd be doing upper body, we'd do core, we would do Olympic lifts for our legs. I'd have classes throughout the day, and then we'd return to the gym later on in the afternoon to do some on-court stuff, and then there was always our treatment, and sometimes we'd go for second times in the weight room. So we worked extremely hard, and I have to thank Karis and Coach Sanderson because they both pushed me to get a lot better this summer.
Where do you think you improved the most based off of that conditioning work?
I think just my lower body strength really improved. I felt like I got more explosive going to the basket, and I really felt that throughout the Big Ten season I just had a much easier time getting to the basket than I did last year, and obviously that helped with getting to the free throw line and finishing above bigger and stronger defenders. Yeah,
you mentioned that. One of the stats that I've kind of been tracking all year is your free throw attempts this year compared to last year. And last year you shot 95 more three-pointers than free throws. This year, 9 more free throws than three-pointers. So that's a huge change. How much of that was the stuff, the hard work that you put in the summer, and how much of that was just changing your mentality and your role on the team?
I think it was a little bit of both. My mentality definitely changed with, just having to be more aggressive with losing, Trey, Mitch, and Tim. But at the same time, just, with the new explosiveness I had going to the basket, I just had a lot more confidence getting there and finishing above defenders. So it was a little bit of both, but, I'm happy it all worked out.
You mentioned the players that you lost, 2 first-round draft picks who you knew you would be without, and then you lose a first-team AP preseason All-American. I mean, there are only 5 of those guys, and you lost one in Mitch McGary in December. How has that changed your role on this team?
It changed a lot. Earlier in the season, when Mitch was playing before he got injured, I was for sure thinking that he was going to be our go-to guy. He was looking really good, and when he went down, it was kind of, it was a wake-up call for me, just knowing this team was going to have me step up and make plays for him in order to win games. So, I'm just happy for my teammates and coaches for allowing me to be in this position and helping me be successful.
Nick, a lot of us are surprised with how this team evolved, given those circumstances we were talking about. Are you guys surprised?
Maybe a little bit, but at the same time, we have a very confident group. Even when Mitch went down at the beginning of the year, we all believed that we could pull this off, and although the media and maybe some other people didn't think so, we worked hard every day. We kept believing that we could win a Big Ten championship, and when you believe things, anything can happen.
Trey, of course, left early for the NBA. There are going to be a lot of questions about your future. What's your timeline for making a decision?
I have no clue right now at all. I'm just really excited we won a Big Ten championship, and I feel like we have a great opportunity moving forward in the NCAA tournament, and, that's what's most important to me right now.
Yeah, you're heading into the postseason. You made that great run last year. What's the biggest lesson you learned from that run that you can take into the postseason this year?
Well, a lot of guys on our team now have that experience. We've been all the way to the Final Four. We've played in front of 75,000 people, so we understand what it's like. We understand what the pressure is like. But just the leadership that we had last year, that's something that we can definitely carry over. It's important to have guys who are always talking, who are always leading. Whether that's in the locker room or on the court. So I think we got a lot of guys with experience, and I think we can possibly pull this off again.
Big Ten Player of the Year, Nik Stauskas. Nick, congratulations on a fantastic season, and we look forward to watching you here going forward in the postseason.
Thank you very much.
Stauskas was very good last year as a freshman, as we've already touched on. He was phenomenal, though, this year as a sophomore. His scoring up more than a half dozen points per game, nearly tripled his assist output, as I pointed out earlier. The clear leader on a Michigan team that heads to Indy as the #1 seed in the conference.